Jen here. So today we're going to make a fall wreath using items from the Dollar Tree. I'm so excited about this. I made one last year, and so I just kind of wanted to use some of the new things the Dollar Tree had out and show you that you can make a really beautiful fall wreath with simple things from the Dollar Tree. So we're going to start with a wire frame. This is a 14-inch frame from the Dollar Tree. Sometimes these can be hard to find, so typically if I do find them, I usually grab 3 or 4 just so I have enough to get me through the next couple of times until I don't have any. So if you see them, grab them up. Then we also are going to use some of this mesh. Now this is the fall mesh, and it has 3 different colors, or sorry, 4 different colors: brown, red, orange, and yellow in the mesh. Then I'm also going to use a roll of green and brown. And I think we can get by with 6 rolls, so 2 rolls of each color. So that's our mesh. Then I found this cute little scarecrow. Isn't he adorable? And I chose the orange because I didn't have as much orange here, so I wanted to make sure that the orange is really highlighted in my wreath. So that one, Dollar Tree. Then I found this cute yard sign, again from the Dollar Tree. It says, "Welcome to our patch." And I'm going to take some of these little pieces off of here because this is just stapled in here. So I'm going to take some of these off of here, and I'm either going to use the welcome or the patch sign and put that on my wreath as well. Okay, then this tubing in the orange color. Now they do have some for Halloween, but the one for Halloween is like really bright, vibrant orange. So make sure that you're going to pick up the fall orange color. Then, I'm sorry, you hear my dogs barking outside? Oh my goodness. They have this, they call it a foam scatter, and it's just little foam pieces of leaves and pumpkins, but they're all glittery. And there's 20 in here, so that's a really good deal. Then I picked up some cute little owls, again, $1 a piece, and some leaves. And then I got this cute ribbon. It's a maple leaf pattern. And so I thought I might kind of just stick this in with some of my ribbons. That was cute. Then, okay, then we go into the actual ribbon. So this one is a sheer with glitter pumpkins. This one is just glitter, which isn't that cute. You know me and my bling, love the bling. Then I have this white pumpkin one. I'm not as thrilled with this, so I don't know if I'm going to use this or not. But there you have a pumpkin one. Then I have 2 bigger glitter pumpkins, which I thought were adorable. And then you guys, I found in my stash of things this holiday ribbon. It's Christmas, but it's green. And doesn't that just look perfect together? So I may use this. And then I also found in my stash from Old Time Pottery this yellow ribbon. And I'm not really sure why I have this or how it ended up in my house, but I thought, you know, it's very fall. Let's try to use some stuff up. So we're going to do a curl mesh wreath is what we're going to do. So let me get this camera rearranged and get you looking down on my table, and we will start rolling mesh and cutting some ribbon. Alright guys, so we are ready to get started. So the first thing I want to show you is how to cut your mesh. So I have rolled out, and I like to do this face down, okay? See how it curls up a little bit? Otherwise it curls up on you, and you don't want that. Okay, so I'm just going to take all 3 of my colors and just kind of line them up together. And we're going to cut these at 8 inches. You can cut these separately if you want to. It's up to you. Whatever's easiest. So I'm just going to use my Fiskars rotary cutter on my Fiskars self-healing mat and just cut the mesh. Okay? So you're going to cut up a bunch of these. Cut up your entire roll. Okay? And then we're going to roll these up, and we're going to do the pointed method. And I have not done a pointed method in 2 years, guys. It's been 2 years. But I really think that this is the wreath. This is the one. This is the one I need to do it on. Okay? Pointed method. You're going to take, well, first of all, you need some pipe cleaners. This just happens to be what I had sticking in my stash over here. And it doesn't matter if they match. If you really, really want them to match, you can, but you're not going to be able to see them except from the back. But you just need to take a half pipe cleaner. So fold it in half, snip it, and you're good to go. These are the tinsel ones from the Dollar Tree. They're my very, very favorite. So if you have watched my channel before, you know that I love the tinsel pipe cleaners from the Dollar Tree. Better than the real expensive ones anywhere else, okay? All right, so we're gonna do that pointed method. I don't know if that's what it's really called, but that's what we're gonna call it today, the pointed method. Okay, so you're going to just kind of pull the corners and see how that has a natural curl. You're just gonna follow it. Okay, and then you're gonna tuck it in your hand and you're gonna do your other two colors. Again, we're going to pull the opposite corners, get that natural roll, tuck it in our hand. Now I like to do, as I'm making my bundles, alternating the colors. Like if I started with green, the next one would start with brown, just to kind of make sure that they're not the same colors sticking out in the same place all the time. So I have my three colors in my hand, and they're just tucked in with my thumb. I'm going to take my half my pipe cleaner, and I usually just kind of lay it here, and I kind of hold on to it with my thumb. Just a little bit. I'm going to fold these up and make sure that the ends are even. Adjust if I need to. I want the ends to be even. I'm going to pull my thumb out, leaving the pipe cleaner. Okay, and now the pipe cleaner is just kind of hanging out there, right? So then I'm going to fold it down a little bit, and you want to try to make sure that the ends are somewhat even. Okay, and then you're going to pull this tight, pinch, just so it's as tight as possible, and then you're going to twist it 2 or 3, 4 times. Okay, and there's our bundle. Okay, now I will tell you, by doing this method, it is going to fray a little bit more. So at the end, we will trim it and then we'll spray it with the Elmer's Craft Bond adhesive. Okay, so we're going to keep making bundles like this. Isn't this cute? This is going to be gorgeous on our fall wreath. I cannot wait. So the other thing I want to show you is that you can put in the bundle your tubing. So I'm going to show you how to do that next. If you want to, that's why I showed both. You don't have to. Depends if you don't want a lot of tubing in your wreath, then you would want to wait till the end to put tubing in your wreath. Or, you know, just do every couple. It's up to you. Okay, it's what you like. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to pull the corners and roll on that natural roll. Pull our corners, roll, tuck it in our thumb, make sure it's even with the other one, roll, oops, roll it. Okay, now this time, instead of using the pipe cleaner right away, you're going to make a little bow. So I've got the one end here. I'm going to tuck the other end down. Okay. And if you want 2 loops, you can put 2 loops. You can do them inside. That's kind of cute like that. Okay. It's really just what you want. Oops. I dropped it a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to, and you're going to just trim it off. So what you're going to do is you're going to secure this with your pipe cleaner. So I'm just going to kind of make this even Stevens. Use your pipe cleaner, and I'm going to put it in between here. Let me use a different color so you can see it a little better. Put this in between here. Roll up. Take out your thumb. Now this, be really careful not to move that tubing. Pull it and twist. Okay? And then we have our tubing in with our, oops, see that? Accidents happen, don't they? So let's untwist it, and we'll just tuck that little tail in there. No big deal. See, we'll just tuck it in there. No one will know, it'll be okay. Okay, it's fine, I promise. Okay, so we'll tuck it in there, twist it. Okay, so there we have our bundle with the tubing. Isn't that Okay, so it's up to you. If you want to add these later, you can. I'm going to add like every other one with the tubing just because it's super cute. You could also do this with your ribbon if you wanted to. If I wanted to adjust the length, all I have to do is pull these in and out. If I want to make them bigger, just pull them in and out. So yeah, anyway, I think that's really, it's dope. It's cute. Okay. All right, so I'm going to make a bunch of these. And if you wanted to do the ribbon, you could too. I am not going to do that with this because the Dollar Tree ribbon tends to not have as much on a roll, 3 yards. And because I got different ones, I want to make sure that I spread them all out, you know, and so they're not all put together. Did I show you this one? This one's really cute. I'm excited about this one actually. I think I'm going to just like have it stick out, kind of like the tubing. It's just the little maple leaves. I think I'm just going to have it kind of like hang out there. Isn't that adorable? Love it. Love it, love it. So let's see, this one has 9 feet. These are all 9 feet. Okay. Good to know. I bet you this one is this one longer? Yeah, this one's 5 yards. So, okay. All right, so we're going to roll up some mesh and then I will get back to you and show you how to attach all this to your wreaths. All right, I'm going to show you how to attach some of these now. So you want to use the back of your frame, okay? And you're going to, I usually just start on a crossbar here. So you're going to take your pipe cleaner, you're going to wrap it around 2 of the bars, and then twist it. That's going to secure that to that spot. Okay, then you're going to do then another one. I'm going to use one with a bow on it. Same thing. So now I'm going to go in the middle. I'm going to attach that to the middle. Now remember, you're also going to fill this in with some ribbon, so don't be too concerned if it doesn't look full enough for you yet. Now I'm going to do the bottom one. So I'm going to go to the bottom 2 here. Same thing, you're just going to wrap it around it and twist it. Okay, and you're just going to keep moving in a pattern, up and down, up and down, up and down. So now I'm here, so I'm going to go to the middle again. The middle is the most bang for your buck, if you will. And then you're going to go to the outside edge again. I want to try to get 5 to 6 bundles per section. So we have 5 now. We definitely can do another one or 2. I tend to make my bundle or very full at the very beginning, and then I'm like, wait a second, this is too much. Okay, so there's what it kind of looks like now. Isn't that cute? I'm going to do one more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so 7 bundles in this one. I think these sections are farther apart than the big frames. I'm going to do another one with ribbon. Okay, and then you just kind of move those. And once you get this all full, it'll kind of hold itself in place because it'll be so full with ribbons. That's kind of what you're going for, guys. Isn't that cute? So go ahead and you want to put your bundles all the way around. Let's stick with 7. And you're just going to alternate. So when you get to this next one, since your last one was here, you'll start in the middle and just go up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay? Alright, so I'm going to work on this, get this all full, and go from there. Oh, it's so cute. I'm so glad that we are doing the pointing method with this wreath. So excited about it. Alright guys, so here's what it looks like with all of the bundles on. I think it looks really cute. Let me show you the back. So you can see there's 6 to 7 bundles per section, and I just used up the 6 rolls that I had, and it's not as thick, as full as I would like, but we're going to add ribbon, so don't forget that. So the next thing we're going to do is add some ribbon. So I have already pre-cut all of my ribbon, and this is cut at roughly 15 inches. So what I did was, when you cut your ribbon, I kept a little spare piece out here. So you're going to fold it in half, fold it in half again, and then you're going to use your scissors and you're going to cut diagonally. And that's going to give you that really pretty ducktail. Okay? So the next thing we're going to do is start putting in our ribbons. So I have all my little ribbons cut, as in that maple leaf cube. So you're basically going to do the same thing. You're going to take your ribbon into bundles of 2 to 3, and then you're going to use the pipe cleaner. So what I like to do when I cut my ribbon is kind of stack them so that there's not like all yellow, all orange, and then cut them so that I can just pull them off the stack. So if you can see here, my stack is pretty spread out, so that not all the colors are stuck together, because I want to make bundles here. So what I'm going to do is just kind of fold these in half so I can find the middle. And then I'm going to bunch them in the middle here. And the dollar store ribbon tends to want to kind of roll up. See how it's rolling up? So you just kind of have to play with it until you get it the way you want. And I'm going to go ahead and stick one of these red ones in here, because I think it's cute. Okay, now, what you're going to do is the same thing. You're going to take your pipe cleaner, fold it over. See how my pipe cleaner is just kind of hanging out there? And you're going to pull it tight and twist. Okay, so I'm going to just make a bunch of bundles of ribbon. Okay, now this ribbon's hanging down, but once I get it into the mesh, it will stick out into the other colors. Okay, so you can take 2 to 3, whatever you'd like. I'm going to do 2 bundles of 2. So you just want to kind of make sure that you have the middle. I'm just going to make a bunch of bundles with this maple leaf until it's all gone, and then go from there. Just want to cross it, make sure that your tails are even. Pull it tight. Make sure you leave enough, because what we're going to do is stick this down into the mesh and attach this to the frame. Okay, so there's this bundle. And I like my ribbons long, so if you don't want a ton of ribbon showing, then you would cut yours shorter. But I enjoy ribbon. That's why I cut up all the rolls I had and didn't just save any. I just went ahead and cut them up. And I know some people, they like to put the ribbon like every so many or whatever, and I just am gonna like just go crazy and put it everywhere, because I'm like, oh, that's really pretty with that color, isn't it? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and finish bundling up all of my ribbon, and then I will show you how to stick it into your wreath. And then I'll show you all my other goodies that we've got too. Okay guys, I want to try and get a good shot of how I do my ribbons. So this is a stand that my wreath is on. And I picked this up at Hobby Lobby, I believe. It was like $2 or $3. So I put it on a stand so I can really see where the holes are. So if you can see over here, hopefully you can see that. You can see I can see the wire through there. So what I'm going to do is take my bundle and I'm just going to stick it through here. And I'm going to wrap it around the same way I did the other bundles. So I'm just going to crisscross and tie it tight. So what I did with the ones that have the maple leaf, because I want that pretty evenly spread around the wreath, I've done those first and just kind of worked my way around so that I can make sure that they're spread out evenly. So this is how you fill in your wreath. You just try to find an open spot that you feel like needs some fullness. And with these, you can wrap around one wire if you need to, or you can wrap around two. It's going to be secure because it's stuck in between the mesh. So I'm just twisting it around. And like I said, if you want your ribbons cut shorter, by all means. I love ribbon. So I have done all of the ones with the maple leaf. Sorry, I'm distracted. Then now I have the ones with no maple leaf, and so I can put these wherever I want because I have tons of them. So anywhere you see wireframe, like over here I see wireframe, so I'm just going to stick this in here. The only thing you want to make sure is you're not getting like all of your yellow ribbon in one spot, all of your orange in one spot. So this is a little too yellow for me, yellow, 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 yellow. So what I'm going to do is do an all orange one. So just be mindful of that, you know, and it's really not that big of a deal. Just be mindful and as you're putting it together. So anyway, so this is how you're going to do your ribbons. I'll finish this and I'll show you what it looks like, but I want to take the opportunity to show you about my yard sign. So you guys remember the yard sign that had the 3 pieces on it, correct? Sorry, I just totally third graded you. I don't know what I did with that. I think I threw it away. But this was on a welcome to the patch. Well, guys, it was just a staple and glue, so I just pulled right off. See how nicely it just pulled off? So now I can just put my sign, you know, wherever I want. So the other thing I did is I took the dowel rod and I cut it off of my Scarecrow, and so I'll be able to put him down in here, and if I need to trim this off, even more, I can, but I did retain this dowel rod to keep in my collection of other things I might need. So I was thinking like even putting this here and having him hold the sign was kind of cute. Ooh, that's cute. Okay, anyway, alright, I'm going to finish up the ribbons and then we will return. Okay guys, so I've got all my ribbons in here and I really just think this is really full. It's really pretty. I am loving the yellow ribbons that we've put in here. So again, I just kind of went through and stuffed it full of ribbons and made sure that I didn't have any holes in my wreath. So the next thing I want to show you is how to attach your display, your decorations, okay? So I took my Scarecrow and I cut a hole in his shirt. And so now I have looped this pipe cleaner through here, and I'm going to put some hot glue here to hold this in place. And then the other thing I'm going to do is wrap a wire around his neck. I know, kind of morbid, right? But I think that it will hold it much better than a pipe cleaner and you won't be able to see it. So I've just got my wire here and I'm going to put this around his neck so you can't see it. Give it a little twist around the back of his neck just to hold the wire in. Make sure the hair is not in the way. So I'm just going to twist that. And now I have this nice long piece that I can help secure my Scarecrow with. you can do the same thing with your owls, is you can put a little hole in the fabric. Okay, so this is a flower pick, but you could use whatever. And so I'm going to just kind of, can you see this? Just kind of put this way. Rip it a little bit. Sorry, I hope you can't hear. My husband's trying to put my son to bed, and he's kind of not having it. So then you just put this through here. See? And so now I have a way to secure my owl. Okay? And you can put some hot glue on here too, but with the owl you don't have to. But, all right, I'm going to readjust my camera and see how things go. The other thing I wanted to show you was how to do a pipe cleaner on your pumpkins if you didn't want to hot glue them into your wreath. Now, I really don't like these green stems, so I'm slowly twisting those out of there. And you can leave these, and these are from the Dollar Tree, so they're a little cheap, but they work, right? Okay, so you need a pipe cleaner and something to poke through. I need a long pipe cleaner though. Mine are mostly cut in half. Here's one. I need another long one. Here's a white one, that'll work. Okay, so you need something to poke through the pumpkin. These are styrofoam. So I'm going to use this floral pick. You could use, really whatever. And don't be alarmed. We're going to poke through. There we go. Okay, so I'm poked through. Can you see that? And then I'm just going to slowly make the hole a wee bit bigger. Okay, so I've got this side a little bit bigger. Let's go this way. Oh no! I did exactly what I didn't want to do, which was to rip it through. It's okay. Alright, let's see if we can get this pipe cleaner through there. There we go. Just gotta work it through there. Okay. Now, I am going to put some hot glue on here just to kind of secure it. That will also help keep my pumpkin from ripping any more than it did. Okay, so that will work. Let that dry. We'll do the same thing to the other pumpkin. Find a good spot. See how this spot kind of goes out a little bit farther? I'm going to try it here. Go a little deeper this time. Okay, just kind of move it around a little bit. Same thing on this side. Move it around a little bit. Just trying to make that hole just a smidge bigger for the pipe cleaner to go through. There we go. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing. Put a little bit of hot glue here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and hit my Scarecrow with some hot glue while I have my glue gun out. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is work on our welcome sign. So what I'm going to do is use my trusty stapler, and hot glue. So this is a regular swing line stapler. Oh, there it goes. And I'm going to put a pipe cleaner on the back of it. So I'm going to just kind of lay it flat here. I'm going to staple it into the sign. And if you have a like industrial one, you just want to be careful that you don't go through this because this is very, very thin. That's why I use a regular stapler. And then I'm going to hit it with some glue. Okay, so that's our sign. And I think what I'm going to do is have my Scarecrow actually hold the sign. He's got some glue fuzzies on him from manufacturing, not from me. Okay, so I think when this is dry, I'm going to wrap this pipe cleaner around my Scarecrow and have him hold the sign. So as soon as that is dry, we will move on. If you wanted to, you could hit this with some hot glue too, but I really don't think you'll need to with these guys. And but yeah, if you didn't see that, I'll do that one more time while this is drying. You just stick it, something through there. You can use a paper clip, whatever. Just something that's big enough to give that some, do that around there. The hard part is finding, because that kind of heals. Okay, so there's that. I have opened up all of my fun things. Aren't these beautiful? I can't wait to glue these on. These I'm just going to hot glue these on. I think they're really cute. And then I also have these leaves that we're going to glue on as well, just to add some more fall stuff to it. So let's see here, Mr. Scarecrow, are you about dry? Yeah, I think so. A little tacky. Does that help if you blow on it? I don't know. Okay. So I want him to kind of hold it. I guess, you could glue it to his body, I suppose, but maybe I'll do both. There he is. He's holding the sign. You could glue his hands to the sign. That's kind of cute. Glue his hands to the sign. And you decide which way you want him to go. I think I kind of like it this way. Just gotta decide which way you want it to go. So, alright, so we're ready to stick this guy into the wreath and start decorating. So I'm gonna adjust my camera again, bring it a little bit farther, and let's get going here. Okay, so let's put this in here. I'm gonna bring my light up a little bit, see if I can get some more light on this guy. You see that? Okay. Okay, so I am on autofocus, so it may focus it on my hand and then back and forth, so I apologize for that. But can't really get around that. So I have my wire and my pipe cleaner. I'm going to stick those through the middle because that's where I want my guy to sit. And just kind of pull those through. Then on the back, you see this? Okay, so I have a hold of my wires. So what I'm going to do, now this is my frame, my wreath, not my frame, my wreath holder majiggy. So I'll make sure I get it on the frame. Pull that tight. Over here, pull this tight. And I'm just going to wrap this around my actual There's a, can you see this? I'm sorry. Wrap this around the little joint here to secure. And then you want to make sure that you tuck the wire piece down because otherwise you might cut your finger or whatever. So there's that side all wrapped in on that corner. And we're going to do the same thing on this side. And there's actually not a spot where I want to put it, but there is a pipe cleaner. So I'm going to just wrap it around the pipe cleaner because that's already secured into the wreath. And so just wrap it around until you feel it's nice and secure. Okay. Then you have your pipe cleaners. So what I like to do is the same thing, just bring them to the side or down to the bottom. Either way is fine, whichever way they'll fit. This is a little more security here. I'm really hoping you can see this because I walked away from my camera. And then wherever you can get this to fit, if it will. I don't think it's going to fit, so that's okay. What you can do if you ever run into that where you've cut it too short or it's not quite even, is just take another piece of pipe cleaner, twist these two together, and now you've made it longer, and you can take it where you want it. Easy peasy. Just wrap that around a couple times until you feel that it's secure. Wow. Okay. So let's take a look and see how everything came out here. Oh, isn't that adorable? So cute. And we'll adjust and get the ribbons to stick out more on this side. Adorbs. Okay. So there is our main piece, right? So now we can start adding in our other little things. So our pumpkins and our owls. Do we want an owl? That's the other thing. I always buy a lot of things so that I know I have them. But I'm thinking that the owls might be too much. Because we've got all these glittery little leaves and stuff to put in. And we do have 2 pumpkins. I think I am going to use the pumpkin just because it is a little pumpkin-y. How's that? Pumpkin-y. It's a word, right? So I'm digging this spot up here for my pumpkin. So I'm just going to take my pipe cleaners and send it back to the frame. And you basically are going to attach this the same way you would a ribbon. Now the one thing you don't want to do is get it to where it's too tight, because then you've pulled your pumpkin through the mesh and you don't want that. You want it to sit kind of on top of the mesh. Okay, so there's our pumpkin. Let's put the other pumpkin in as well. And remember, we've got other pumpkins to put in too, so it's not going to be, it's going to be rather full. So, I don't know, I'm thinking maybe over here. Another big pumpkin over here, maybe. This is really just me playing around and with it to see where I like it. And this is all your preference. So I'm going to do the same thing. Let me turn it around again. I put it through the frame and then I'm just going to twist it. And if it's not staying where you want it, hit it with some hot glue. Okay? Okay, now we're ready to start hot gluing in the fun stuff. So I've got my little foam pieces. You always want to check because sometimes one piece will be, one side will look better than the other, but you're just going to put a little hot glue on it, and then you're going to find a spot you like, and you're going to actually glue it to the mesh. So, a little spot here. These little red ones are cute. And you can just glue it to the mesh, you can glue it to the ribbon, you really can glue it wherever you'd like. Just be careful not to push down on it because then you're going to get glue on your fingers and that burns. But I always like those. We're also going to glue in some regular little leaves here. So this is just playing around with where you want things. So there's my glue, and you're just going to stick in and glue the leaves in. And then for me, my favorite part are these leaves. I love them. I think they're adorable, and they really say, oh, this is a fall wreath. In case you were confused, it is a fall wreath. But yeah, all this came from the Dollar Tree, and it's going to be really cute. I'm so excited. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to just keep going here. I'll leave it recording for a few seconds, and then I'll fast forward to the end because this is really pretty. I really like it. Let's get some more glittery things in here. I like the sparkle. Where should you go? Let's get you down here. Just when you're gluing it, you want to make sure you either hit one piece of ribbon or one piece of mesh, because otherwise the ribbon and mesh are going to be glued together and there won't be any, movement to your wreath or to your ribbons and mesh. That one needs a little bit, a second. Some of them you have to hold for a second because they want to slide off. That's the downfall of using hot glue. But I love these little golden leaves. They're so pretty. Fell off of there. Did you see that happen? Did you see it fall? Got these little pumpkins. We can glue those in if you want to. Got a lot of glue on there. And then we should have a little pumpkin down here next to our Scarecrow. My favorite are these leaves though. I just think because you can really stick these anywhere, and they're gonna bring character, more spunk, character. I don't know what word I'm looking for. Pizzazz to your wreath. And then to me, it just seems like it's like moving, it has more fluidity. I think I'm just rambling. I'll be quiet now. This is the first time I've really left my camera rolling for a long time while I'm decorating. Usually I'm turning it off and waiting. I figure, I guess, if you don't want to see it, you can just fast forward, right? Appreciate you guys watching. It really means a lot to me. I hope that I've inspired you or taught you something, learned something new, something you didn't think of before, or a strategy or something. Anyway, I think I'm about done here, guys. I mean, I got a couple more of these little pumpkins I want to put in here. I think we're really kind of getting full, don't you think? I don't know. Let's step back and take a look. I think it's looking pretty good. Okay. I'm going to do a few more leaves maybe up here. Seems like this area over here is kind of, I think it's because I'm looking at it sideways. I like those red leaves. I didn't get very many of those in my package. They also had some glittery leaves at the Dollar Tree in these same type of packages. I just thought that the glitter, you know, we have a lot of glitter, so I thought something more natural looking on the wreath would be cool. There's some green, but I'm not digging the green. I like the yellow and the red. There's some that have, you know, no veins on them. Ouch. Got me. The hot glue got me. Alright, well, I'm going to turn this camera off, and the next one you see will be the finished product hanging on my wall. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Please make sure that you subscribe, and we're going to do some Halloween things next, so keep your eyes open. Alright guys, how cute is this? I am so proud of this wreath. It really turned out adorable. I love all the little pumpkins and the leaves. Alright, well, I'm trying to get more as much light on that as I can. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and happy crafting!